are now tuned in to the Couples Lounge show.
It's live, it's real, it's entertaining.
That morning show telling you what somebody should have told you about love, marriage, and relationships. Ain't nobody doing it like us.
Because they ain't us.
New episodes every Saturday, giving you something to talk about. What's up, Couples Lounge family? How y'all doing today? How you doing today? Hey, what's up, Couples Lounge? I'm your girl, Candace, and this is my sexy husband, Ramon. And we are in the building on this Saturday. And we are excited to be before you. If this is your first time tuning in, we are that dynamic duo that comes to you on Saturday mornings to give you something to talk about when it comes to love, marriage, and relationships. And as you heard the opening, ain't nobody doing it like us, because they ain't us. And so we thank y'all for joining us on today from wherever you're from, whether you are in the United States, whether you're in China, whether you're in Dubai, wherever you are at. Welcome and thank you. Yeah, we got a good conversation for today, a good topic. Black men dying alone. Black men die alone. And so we're going to we got actually a video that we want you all to watch. And so I'm going to let baby say what's up to the people.
What it do, though?
I believe. I just saw his shirt and made me want to sing. Y'all need to speak. Say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me know where you at and what time you are watching it. Oh, we need a secret code today. We need a secret word, baby. We need a secret word. The secret word, the person will get $100 gift card to a restaurant.
You going to Taco Bell?
No, you're not. Okay. All right. So let me think of. Let me see. I'm gonna do a phrase.
No, they'll never get the phrase.
I'm gonna do a phrase and a word. There they go.
Show the video. I got the word.
There they go. All right, y'all. What's up, David? Hey, Kim. What's up, TD? What's up, TD?
Kim Folk, what it do?
All right, so are y'all ready for the video? This was so profound to me, and oh my God. Okay, let me show the video, y'all. The video was good. The video is good. If you have not told somebody about the Couples Lounge show, shame, 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 shame.
If you haven't went to YouTube and hit the like and subscribe button, shame on you.
Make sure y'all share today's show. Make sure you reach out to a black man on today and tell him, yo, dog, you need to make sure you watch the Couples Lounge sometime today. Y'all can actually share the link in their inbox. All right. So here is the video. I want y'all to watch it. And black men, we definitely want you all chiming in on today. And ladies, y'all do very well about chiming in. So here is the video.
Hey everyone, I got a message for the black man. I'm a nurse assistant at a hospital. I work on the stroke floor. And I can't help but notice there's a lot of black men up there, nice looking, good job having, all kind of stuff, good looking men. And a lot of them have a stroke and can't move their left or right side and end up, I ask them, where's your wife? You know, and most of them say, hey, I was a player, you know, I didn't never, you know, want to get locked down to anybody, you know, and they're sitting up there in their 40s, 50s, and ain't even got no wife. They depending on a stranger to wipe their ass and get them up in the chair. And then they're going to go to a nursing home. Don't have nobody to take care of them, come visit them or nothing. What I'm saying is black men need to wise up. You got a woman that love you, that's loyal to you, that take care of you, that got your back. Marry that woman.
Are y'all ready to have this conversation? Are y'all ready to have this conversation?
Man, I saw. Is it a Constance?
Huh?
Who watched the show? Is it a dude? Did she say her name was Constance?
That's been following us when we've been doing the book on my page. Pull them.
Does she be on the show? Does she be on the show? Do she speak on the show? Is it Constance?
Yeah, she been speaking on our Facebook page when I've been doing the show.
I ran into her last night. Ramon. And when she was like, hey, I'm like, who? Hey, I'm Constance.
Connie.
Shout out to Constance.
That's Lloyd's sister. Remember Lloyd?
Floyd homeboy? Not Floyd.
Vaughn homeboy. Yes, that's his sister.
Oh, okay.
So y'all ready to have this conversation about black men also die alone? Well, we're about to. Even if you ain't ready, we're about to, babe. Make sure you share it to my page. Share it to my page. Holy Spirit come. All right. So what she said, like as I listened to it, as I read the other comments, it was really just like, oh my God, like we have to do this video. We have to do it because of the fact that you hear that. I don't want to be locked down. Or I don't want to be married. Or you just know men that are players, play the game. They out here, they doing whatever they want to do. And I'm just talking about the single men. I'm not even talking about the men that are married that do not honor their vows. We'll get to that later in the show. But we're going to start out the show. Why you look at me like that?
Why
Why?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. So this is a question that I had for Mon that I wanted him to answer as to what she said as to
I plead the fifth.
Men saying that, okay, I just first of all thought it was pretty sad. Now, she works in, as she said, the stroke unit at the hospital. It was other people on the post that worked in the brain unit, or nursing homes, where they see like black men, educated, good job having black men that end up in these situations alone in the hospitals, etc., alone without somebody. And like she said, that guy, I never got married. I just want to be a player. So now I'm here.
Okay.
For men,
yes.
What is it about, like she said, that I didn't want to be locked down? What does that translate from a man perspective?
From a man's perspective, I don't want to be locked down. It's simply, I don't want to be tied to one woman. I want to be free and open to see, talk, sleep with, mess with, go out to eat with, whatever I want to do with as many women as I possibly can without having to be tied down. I don't want to be tied down. I want to be free. I'm free.
Even though you can do all that you just said with a wife, with the woman that you...
with one. I don't want to do it with one. I want to do it with a whole bunch of people. I want to do it with whoever I want to.
And I think pretty much that ain't got nothing to do with out to eat. That's got to do with sleep with. Well, no, I get what you're saying, but that's about sleeping around with a whole bunch of women. I want to leave my options open there. Right. And I think that in itself, I really don't believe people grasp the power of marriage. Not just the power of marriage, but the love that is within a marriage. And it's a love there even when it's an unhealthy marriage. But when it's healthy and when it's like it's a healthy that type of love is like priceless. The amount of women that you get to sleep with, this is just my opinion. The amount of women that you get to sleep with doesn't compare to that love that you have with a marriage that's solid. And so we're going to talk about it.
Let's get it.
So this was my first thing. It said, this is the note I wrote, and this is the first point. Y'all have women that love y'all.
Okay.
Is loyal.
We're going to say they are.
Yeah, they are loyal to you. Like she said, you got a woman that's down for you. She loyal to you, but you won't wife her up. So this is my question.
Okay.
Is it not, are you not wifing up these women because she's not good? You don't feel like she's good for you, like she's not wifey material? Or are you not wifing her up because she's a good woman, she's just not the one for me to marry, but I can still sleep with her, but I know this ain't the one I want to marry? Like, no. Or is your lack of commitment because of your lack of where you have commitment issues, maybe abandonment issues, maybe self-esteem issues, meaning that you don't feel like you can fulfill the role of a husband? What is it? Why are men not making commitments to that one that he sees is down? Some people have been in relationships with women for 5 years,
Right.
10 years,
Right.
and you still have not made that commitment to her. What is that about?
All them that you said can be a reason for, and I would assume are reasons for some. Um, she may be a good one that I like, but yeah, she ain't marriage material, or maybe not for me. But in my humble opinion, most men are not getting married for two reasons. One, the financial ramification, the financial and the financial part of marriage, the business, because it is a business, um, especially if they're doing well. If it's a high value man or a brother that's making a lot of money, he may be hesitant to get married for financial reasons. I don't want to tie her into what I got. Let's,
Selfish.
yes. But other than that, man, men, I don't think women truly understand. Men, we're lustful. As a single man, I'm in the playground and I get to play with any and everybody I want to. But if I get tied down in a commitment, now I have to go over here in the corner and go play with her and not play with everybody. And that's hard for a lot of single men to give up all of this just for her. And it sounds crazy, but as single men, that's how single brothers are looking at it. I got to give up all of this for that. Yep, you do. If you get married and they're not willing to do that.
Do you feel like it's a benefit of giving up all of that
Of
for one?
course. Of course. I wouldn't have. What kind of
But you was but you
question?
was 25 when you did it. You know, we know what that age means to you
But
now.
yes, now, yeah, of course, that is what our married men live longer. Uh, yes, I believe the heck, yes, there's no question that could be a show in itself. The benefit of being married, happily married, let's say that. So to answer the question, yes. But again, it takes a renewed mindset when you get married from being single all of these years, especially if he's older.
And see, and that's the
That's
whole
harder
purpose
if
of this
he's older.
conversation is that you are getting older. You are getting older. And so now, like that woman was saying, this dude, you know, she's seeing me in their 40s and 50s, and 40 and 50 ain't really old. So you're having health issues, health concerns, because people that are 40s are not as healthy as they should be. And that's another benefit of being married, that you are more health marriage, a lot couples are more healthy. This woman or man that she was talking about, whatever caused the stroke possibly could have been prevented if he had a wife, because you have somebody there more times than not. A single man is going out, he's probably eating, he has a very unhealthy lifestyle, versus if he had a woman at home that was cooking for him.
Is she
that
doing it though?
She may be.
But
More than likely
and that's to the point I was about to make. Brian made an excellent point. Men are not trusting women like they used to. We're gonna stay on the men But men are not trusting women. Women are not caring and acting in the way that they used to act. I believe because maybe possibly you could say because of how men are treating them and how we're acting and how we're showing up. There's no question. But there's no question. I believe even our women will agree with this. The women today are not like our grandmothers and great grandmothers and possibly even our mothers. Men are not trusting them. We're seeing a lot. They got channels, YouTube channels, Facebook posts where people are doing gold digger pranks. Well, I got a man. I got a man, baby. I got a man. Then they see him get in a Rolls Royce. Wait. This your car? Wait.
And,
Like,
and
wow.
I
So
believe
men are seeing that. And what you mean, baby? That you
I'm
can't don't
I'm not
underplay
I'm
that.
not underplaying that, but those same men will stay with a woman in a committed relation, not committed relationship, but you will stay with her for an extended period of time. I'm not talking about a man that I just don't. Oh, I don't trust you. Hopefully, y'all are not out here just laying up and sleeping with people that you don't trust.
Yes, baby. Men do that.
I'm talking about not a one night stand.
Men do that.
Well, y'all need to work on that. So brothers are not trusting the women. Period. The thing, and I want to stay focused on.
Like women.
I want to keep the focus on you all getting older, and you're dying by yourself, or you're ending up alone because you want to have this player mentality for in your 40s, in your 50s, and then you looking up and you by yourself, and you gotta hopefully have a nurse aide that'll come to your house and take care of you if you can afford that. But just seeing how my mom and trying to take care of my grandmother, and the money is not there. The money is not present. So gratefully, my grandmother had 7 kids. So what you go ahead. No, go.
No. Again, TD just stated this, and it's so well said. A lot of men never saw a healthy marriage.
Okay.
So if I never saw a committed man, a loving man, how do you think it's difficult for me to be that? Of course. So that plays a part. That's not 100% the reason why men are staying single through their 50s, 60s, and dying alone. That does play a part in it. I never saw it. I believe more men, married men, should reach out to our single partners that are single, that are living the player lifestyle. Bro, what are you doing? Like I have been guilty of this. Seeing one of my partners, if she seems like a good girl, bro, you need to lock that down. That needs to be you. I've been guilty of telling some of my boys, I know 2 that I've done that too. So it's difficult. It's difficult. If I've never seen nobody roll the bike. Now I got to get on the bike and ride it. Damn, I don't know how to do this.
Right, PI ending up alone, and their daughter or daughter-in-law, if they have children, are taking care of them.
A single man is
and
not
it's
thinking
not
about that.
We're shifting mindsets on today.
I'm not saying it's right.
Right, I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying,
and
most
so
men are not thinking.
I want to
20
address
years from now, 30 years from now.
I want to address TD's comment of being a product and not seeing this.
Absolutely.
You all, there is an abundance of support available in this world to support you in being the man that you want to be, being the husband that you want to be. Even if you have not saw it, there's support in the form of other men in your circle or in your community. Absolutely. There is counseling for, even if, okay, yeah, I'm scared to get married because I ain't never seen it. I don't know how to do it.
But here's the problem with that. This evil world that is overshadowed by Facebook, YouTube, of the single players living player lives and having all these women, and
It's
as overshadowed. You're 100% correct,
mm-hmm,
and that is screaming out,
mm-hmm,
"Hey, look at me! Look at the men's group! Look at this marriage!"
mm-hmm.
But the Floyd Mayweathers that having 100 women, and that, yay! Look at me! That's
But
lying.
I'm addressing not seeing it. So you're not
I
seeing it
understand that. You're
growing
not
up.
understanding what I'm saying. They see it, but it's overshadowed by so much of what they shouldn't see that they're seeing. That little bitty piece, you're right. That's a little
Mm-hmm.
bitty piece over here. But look at all this over here, what they're seeing.
And I get that. And it goes to, do you want to? So it goes to that. Do you want to be a good man? Do you want to be a good husband? Or do you want to be a husband anyway? What you become, what you want to see, you will see. What you want to see, you will see. So you have, and I know it's men out there that, yeah, they want a wife, they want a family, they want that lifestyle. See, it may be far few and in between that genuinely just want that,
but they out
there. But they are there.
There are men out there like that. Absolutely.
And so I think it goes to what y'all, we got to look at the big scheme of things. First of all, for me, and I know this is not y'all men mindset, but the reality of this sexual, just having sex with any and everybody, like ain't no reason nobody should be trying to make that be all right and make sexual sex outside of marriage. We should not be, as a society, making that be all right. Yes, we get it. People are going to do it. I'm not denying that. I know that it's facts. But for us to, it's just, for me, that's just like me trying to convince you that infidelity is gonna happen in a marriage, and y'all might as well just say this is gonna happen. Might as well get used to it. Why would I promote that and encourage that just because I know that is a reality? So what I'm saying is, men, black men period, but black men, so that you don't end up alone. Is that player life really worth you getting to the last 30 years of your life and you alone? And that's not even talk about you getting to a place, because you don't know when your body gonna jack up.
Right.
But this woman you've been mistreating, you've been hurting all this time, and now you want her to care for you. Now you want me to care for you. Now you sweet. Now you loving because you need me. Do you understand what that's going to do to her heart? Do you really understand? Go ahead.
Man, you said a lot. For us to not have sex, you fighting a losing battle.
I did not say not have sex.
Well, not while they're married. Didn't you say that they should?
I said we should not be promoting. That's what I said.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It should be. It doesn't have to be promoted. That don't have to be promoted for it to happen, in my humble opinion. It's going to happen. What, baby? Why are you seeing me frustrated because of that comment?
I'm not. Go ahead, baby.
No, if a man wants to be married, he could easily be married. These brothers don't want to be married. You know how many single women that are tired of being single. All he got to do is have a little something, have his own place. It could be an apartment, have a car. It could be a hoopty. Can it get you to work and back home? You can get a woman. May not be a certain quality, but you can get a woman. The men that are dying old and single simply want to be single. Men are lustful. And I think a lot of women truly don't get how lustful we are.
So how do you talk to the man that is in that place that you're describing?
I'm trying to.
Okay.
I just ain't got there yet. But I'm making a point. He is lustful.
We're not.
Yes, girl, if you don't close your mouth. Now, For that single brother that is lustful like that, like damn near 99.9% men are, you have to realize several things. One, there's a lot of diseases, there are a lot of things out here, man. And two, is it worth it? Is it worth dying alone? Yes, you're going to have to kill that certain part of you that screams out, hey, I want to go have fun and play and be lustful. Kill him, fight it, pray, get rid of that urge to get out and do it and realize, look, I can have fun with this one. Let's start there first. Because it can be done. There's a million ways that you can have fun with one woman. So it's possible.
And I will say, TD, that is
Self-control,
definitely
right.
how it was explained growing up. Looking at marriage as ball and chain. I don't think we hear it so much now with our generation, the ball and chain. And I just think that really was coming from people that were unhappy in their marriage. What I have seen from marriage, whether it was mine or other people that has successfully done it, there is nothing you can't do with your wife for as have fun, traveling the world together,
right.
having and raising kids that are growing up and doing
Right.
like stuff that just make
Having
you
grandkids,
proud.
having
Having grandkids, building a legacy
Right.
that will
Man,
go
you can do
on
that
with
single,
your
but
with go on with your name and building your name. And because we had a conversation before this show.
I'm talking. I'm just Lord, my bad. I won't speak in reality. I am speaking to the men. She wants me to speak to men, and I'm speaking to them. I'm just adding all of this in to do what you want me to do, but you don't want me to add that in. Basically, that's in a nutshell. I just okay. Let me shut up right now.
Oh my God. There is so much that you can have
Yes.
with your within your marriage. And then I heard you say kill that part of you.
Yes, kill the lustfulness that's inside you that wants to come out and play. You got to kill that, man. Because it's in men. It is in us to be lustful. And I get it, brother, but you can kill it. You can fight it. So you don't have to be a player. You can be a one woman man.
When you think of being lustful, this is one of these shows I kind of wish we would have had more people on to give a different perspective or more or an added perspective. Is the lustfulness tied to your thoughts, or do you feel the lustfulness is just a way of being? It is the lust.
I think it's both. It is a part of our being. I believe if you're going to see women and automatically like what you see.
So you saying you lust for women? And I'm speaking. I want you to be honest right now. You lust for women?
Yes.
As a man, I'm talking about you, not you do. I'm talking about Ramon Tuck.
Yes.
Right now, you lust for women.
Yes, you have that urge to come. Yes, I have an urge to be lustful. Of course, you see.
What does that really mean?
You see a woman that look at. Oh, good Lord! Look at Ashanti. Good Lord, you can't stare at the picture long. You're gonna be lustful. You will have lustful thoughts looking at her. Does that make sense?
Okay, having lustful thoughts. So, I'm trying to see, like, because I think you can have a thought, but then acting on it as to why a man
is not
where a man will not, where you feel like those lustful thoughts or those lustful well-being that prevents me from wanting to be married.
Okay, I'm lost.
I'm lost too, because y'all all keep saying men are lustful. Yeah, okay, I get men have wondering eyes. I get women look at men and be like, dang, he look good. But does that prevent her from wanting to find the love of her life?
Yeah, for men, listen, And brothers shouldn't do this because especially when we older, it's only going to hurt you to give in to these urges. A man has a desire to sleep with a whole bunch of women, and we can do it without any remorse, without any feeling, without it's just something we can do as easy as we can go to sleep and wake up. But giving into those urges makes it difficult to settle down with one. The more you out here playing, brother, the harder it is to settle down with this one good one. You got a good one, makes money, she loves you, takes care of you, gonna be a great mother for your children, but you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, you have to stop that and have self-control. When he, as a single man, if you don't have self-control in that lifestyle, you will never be a loyal husband. It starts there. So my advice is fight those urges, stay loyal to one, because by being a player, it will make it that much harder to settle down with one. You'll do it, but you ain't used to. Then you'll get right back out in the streets, sleeping with this one, this one, this one, a month after you've been married. Like, man, I can't do it. Yeah, because you've never done it.
Okay. Y'all are tuned into the Couples Lounge show. And for those of you that are just joining in, I want to show y'all the video in which this conversation was inspired by. So we're going to play the video for those that joined in late. If you haven't shared this Facebook or YouTube video, make sure you do that now. Here we go. I'm about to show you.
Hey everyone, I got a message for the black man. I'm a nurse assistant at a hospital. I work on the stroke floor. And I can't help but notice there's a lot of black men up there, nice looking, good job having, all kind of stuff, good looking men. And a lot of them have a stroke and can't move their left or right side and end up, I ask them, where's your wife? You know, and most of them say, hey, I was a player, you know, I didn't never, you know, want to get locked down to anybody, you know, and they're sitting up there in their 40s, 50s, and ain't even got no wife. They depending on a stranger to wipe their ass and get them up in the chair, and then they're going to go to a nursing home, don't have nobody to take care of them, come visit them or nothing. What I'm saying is black men need to wise up. You got a woman that love you, that's loyal to you, that take care of you, that got your back. Marry that woman.
Boom. Whoop, there it is.
Boom. So getting back to the conversation at hand. So that's the video, y'all, in which we are having this conversation about. My thing is, I don't want this for the black men. I don't want you dying alone because you just want it to be lustful, like all your. I'm not even gonna say lustful because the lust can be there, but you don't want to settle down with one woman and then you end up alone. And like somebody said earlier in the show, and then prayerfully you have daughters, you've had some kids, so now you possibly have somebody that can take care of you. But even with that person has a whole family. And so now they got to try to balance. They got to move you in with their family.
Baby girl better take care of me.
They got to move you in, take care of you. And now you have your daughter or your daughter-in-law trying to do that. Now imagine a man that you just been playing the field and you ain't getting nobody pregnant for whatever reason, or you got them pregnant and you asked them to have a divorce. Now you ain't got no wife nor any kids.
Or just a bad dad who wasn't there for his kids.
Or that. Now you really alone.
Right.
Because you don't have nobody. And on that post, you had people that were in nursing homes that say they see that, like, that nobody even come up there to see them. Because the reality of it is, out of sight, out of mind. When you go to those nursing homes, just like when people go to jail, they'll be like, yeah, people gonna write you. But though everybody that say they was gonna write you, they ain't writing you. When you go to those nursing homes, people that, yeah, we're gonna show up, we're gonna be there, because they have a life outside. Yeah,
they get seen in nursing homes.
Right. They might come
They
up there and
forgot
visit
you.
you once a month, but you need that love.
Yeah.
You need that. And
And
go ahead.
to even look at it on the bigger scale. What up, big sis? To look at it on the bigger scale, women are a gift on this earth from God. So when you
They go to Farrakhan's video.
so when you mistreat them and continuously mistreat them, don't be shocked 30, 40, 50 years from now when karma comes back on you.
Mm.
We could look at it that way as well. At
Mm-hmm.
some point, loving the woman, a woman is important, extremely important. Women are powerful creatures. Women, God, and a woman. Hey, that's how powerful women are, in my opinion. I can call me crazy. I just believe the woman species, what she has. What I mean, men, we will kill for what y'all got. We will die for it. We will kill everybody on the planet. We'll sell everything we got. We will do some stupid, outrageous things for the touch, the smell, the taste, the love of a woman. Do you realize how powerful the women creature is?
I had an
To us?
awareness of how powerful, or how I don't even know the word to use, of how God sees a woman. God allowed us to be the one that birthed the world. We bring in souls into this world.
Hey, kid, folks,
He has given us that authority, that gifting.
Yeah.
Do you realize how God looks at a woman? And when you read scriptures about how the husband is supposed to take care of a woman, how you supposed to love that woman,
Right.
God, that, so I'm vibing with baby what he's saying, in understanding that power, in just how God sees us as the what did he say in the word when it was like treat her as the weaker vessel, as
Right.
that vessel.
Right.
Like,
But again,
man,
it's women are so powerful, so important. And we said this a minute. I've said this a number of times. It's in the scripture to where if you hurt her, your prayers will be hindered. You know how powerful that verse is.
mm.
That I can't help but say it one more time. If you hurt her, your prayers will. If she cries out, your prayers will be hindered. That's in the Word of God. That's in the book. So that tells you how powerful it is. Again, for any man that's 30, 40, 50 years old and single and playing the field, I get it. All men, every man understands the 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 desire to have fun and all of that, but you have to look at the bigger picture. Is it really worth losing a good one and possibly dying alone to be out here in the field and have all this fun?
And
That fun that can lead to diseases, death, loneliness, all of that. Is it really worth it? I don't believe God. Matter of fact, God put us on this earth to be alone. I'm not saying everybody will get married, but I don't believe He put us on here to be alone.
no, he don't, because we need each other. Period. You need people. You need each other. And so this is one of the notes I had for as with men, and this is going back to even men that you have a girl, you have a woman, and you mistreat her all the while being your girlfriend. Then when you need her to be there, and her heart is broken, and I kind of touched on that a little bit earlier, and then she no longer, because y'all men, y'all know how y'all are when y'all get sick. Y'all know how y'all are when y'all get sick. And a myth that is a truth in this household. When men gets okay, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole.
We can.
I'm not. So it's when y'all get sick, there's a level of need and care, which, and I'm not saying it's not for the woman, but the woman can tend to handle sickness a little better. But when a man is sick, and the care that you all need, and say for instance you have not been treating this woman good, and now when you need her and she chooses to shoot the deuce because she's not your wife, and I didn't commit to this. I didn't commit to taking care of this. This ain't no to death do us part. This ain't no sickness in health. I ain't gotta do that as your girlfriend. And then you have an issue because she's leaving you. But you mistreated her. You cheated with her. You didn't care for her. You didn't do those things. She wasn't good enough to marry. And now she's ready to leave when your health is in jeopardy. And let's talk about the husbands. You got something to say? Because you over here, you got your praying hands. Let me hear what you got to say.
I look at it. If you want to leave me,
that's what you saying when you sick, when you done had a stroke, when you in the nurse. That's what you saying. Oh, you want to go?
If you gonna mistreat me.
No, I didn't say mistreat you. I said you mistreating her.
Saying, if you gonna mistreat me to get some get back because of what I done, I need you better than that. Be better than that. Then go talk to the husband. I'm just saying.
So when it comes to the husbands, because the reality of it is now, and once you are married, you have made a vow to each other. But I was telling Mon, I think it was the Diary of a Mad Black Woman, that guy like mistreated her the whole time, and now you need her. But he kept talking crazy. But now you need her. And yes, as your wife, yes, she's supposed to be there and do that. But can you imagine how you've cheated? You've cheated. We're married.
Okay, but
there's been infidelity. It's not a but.
You said it. But go ahead. You saying it now. Go ahead.
It's the mistreatment of how you treated your wife, how you treated your woman.
Okay.
The entire time of your marriage.
Okay.
And
the entire time, dang.
Not what. Yeah, and it may not be it may not be like consistently, but there's constantly
be careful of the woman you choose, brother.
Adultery. It's constantly adultery. It's verbal abuse. It's mental abuse. It's not always physical abuse. You can mentally abuse somebody. You can verbally abuse somebody, and you constantly treat. And for you to do that, you got to understand that within you, it's a bunch of hurt in you, which the likelihood of you having a breakdown in your body is even more likely when you are showing up in relationships like that. And I'm gonna try not to even go down that route. But for you to mistreat somebody, constantly having of infidelity and affairs and all of that, it's an inner disconnect within you. There's inner stress. There's so much going on within you to be unloving to somebody else. So your health is already in jeopardy. And so that will hurt a woman's heart, that to see that it took you to be disabled for your love for me to be unconditional, for your love to be where it should have been the whole time that we were married.
But it's there now. If it's there now, it's there now.
Yes, it is there now. Although it took that, sometimes and it does take for the woman to come to that place of, even you really can't blame him because you stood in the marriage the whole time he was mistreating.
I bet that happens a lot. The Diary of a Mad Black Woman? Yeah. I bet that happens a lot. I bet women beat the hell out of their husbands when
I don't believe
I said,
that.
what?
I believe
What? I bet it
I
happens
believe
a
that
lot.
when I say beat, not whooping, like she was whooping
I
him.
bet it happens a lot. I bet you'll be surprised.
I do believe being mean. I definitely believe that. I definitely
Beating the
believe
hell
that.
out of him, starving him. I bet she doing. But you better be careful
Right, Pi mistreating her
of
and
the
now
woman
wants
you
her
choose to say
to
I
honor
do
her
to. As
vows.
much as I just big up and how powerful women are, they can be as evil can be.
They do have some truth to them,
And it
James.
can
They
be some most
absolutely do.
evil creatures on this planet can be a woman.
The
So
white
be careful of who you choose to marry. Because if you mistreat her down the line, hey, my brother, woe unto you.
James said the wife showed us exactly what happens when you get disabled with issues in your marriage. Don't sugarcoat it. Yeah, that movie absolutely did show it. And it
Yeah.
showed the power of being loving to your spouse. Treating your spouse as the word says to treat your spouse.
And okay, and
Show
let's not
up.
sugar. Listen, I don't want to because we haven't really said this.
Okay.
And I want to say this: your man is mistreating you. We'll say we've been speaking on husband. Your husband mistreating you. Now all of a sudden he's disabled, and he wants to love you. He wants to be unconditional love. Still, that's when a woman can show her true value, her worth, her gifting by being the woman she needs to be, should be, even when she may not want to be. I get it. This Negro mistreated me. He cheated. He done had kids outside the marriage, but you stayed. Be the woman you supposed to be anyway. Let's not highlight that. Let's promote that as well. And let's apply these women because there are some women, there are some grandmothers and great grandmothers that has been great. God got a place for that woman, a special place for that woman in heaven because she stayed a good woman to your grandfather, even though that Negro was boy. I don't know what Papa is. You don't know, but I know what Big Mama is because of the woman that she was, and women will bash her. She's stupid. That's dumb. That's crazy. Let's highlight these women and give these women their flowers because them are some beautiful, special creatures. Those women who stay true to their vows, who are the women God asked them to be, even when I know they probably don't want to. But I'm gonna stay true. I'm gonna do this for God. That's the type of woman I am. I'm gonna do this for God. I ain't doing this for this nappy-headed Negro who I've been doing this. I'm gonna do this for him. I want to highlight that too and promote that as well, ladies. Just because your man do whatever he does wrong, you ain't right to get back. And I know you may want to.
I agree with that.
I get the urge. You are wrong for get back verbally, mentally, physically, however you want to do it. Even if the get back is he has no clue of the get back. You're just as wrong as him.
I definitely
And so
agree
if you
with
want to
that.
blame it, I'm doing it because he did it. Nope. You
I agree with
wanted
that.
to do it. You're just as wrong. Let's not do that, ladies. And I get the urge. Somebody hit you, it's hard not to hit them back. I get it, but I want to throw that out there. Let's apply these women and let's promote. Ladies, don't get back. If he got to the point to where he's loving and unconditional, God might have to humble him, and God humbled him. Now reward God by being who you're supposed to be with the man that you're with.
And that's only for married people. I'm gonna put that on that. And I'm gonna say this. I will never, let me not say never. I will not um promote you stand, like I said, physical abuse, that's what reason people always say leave. But abuse is abuse. And infidelity, adultery is the one reason for those that are believers that you can leave. So women, that all this that this man just talked about, and this man doing this and that, and you still
But
honoring
we're talking
this,
about
that?
the women that stay.
Yes.
We're not talking. So I don't even know
No,
why
no,
you
no,
brought
no.
that up, though. We're talking about the women. We're people that stay. We're not saying a reason to go. We're saying for the people.
So you're
that are
saying
staying.
when he get to
Yeah,
a
we're not
place
talking
of
about
disability,
who
still. Oh, okay. You talking
Yeah, well,
about
we're not talking about nobody
if he
why
gets to
you
that,
should leave.
if you choose to stay and he gets to a place where he needs you, don't start trying to get him back for. Okay, I can follow that. I can follow that. Yeah, definitely. If you chose to stay,
that's what we're talking
if
about.
you chose to stay.
About. We talking about the people that left. You do.
No, I wasn't talking about. I was talking about something else, not people that left. So this, if I could end this show with this, it's again for those that are tuned in later, whatever. We're talking about black men dying alone because of their lack of commitment or choosing to commit to a woman that is loyal to him, that's riding for him, that he's been in relationship with. Whether that lack of commitment is due to you have your own abandonment issues, you are commitment issues, insecurities, whatever the case may be, and you don't want to commit, or you just want to be a player, you just want to be sticking your in any and everybody for.
Say that again. I like when you say
You just want to do that on some. Whatever your reason is that you got to put it in everybody, and you don't want to just commit to building wealth legacy with one woman. My thing is this: as black people, you can have a successful marriage. So the whole ball and chain thing that you thank the Lord that's not really used, anymore. But understanding marriage doesn't have to be looked at in a negative way. It's looked at more times than not and spoken on negatively by people who is unhappy in their marriage. Or single who doesn't know anything about it or ended up getting a divorce. So it's coming from people, when they say hurt people, people that are hurting speak ill on a marriage. How do you speak ill on something that comes from God, that is of God? And so if we figure out how to do it together, how do we be on the same team? How do we learn how to attack the situations and not attack each other? Are we gonna be willing to heal together? Because we all got our stuff. So let's heal. Let's be intentional about our own personal growth and not have to learn by the school of hard knocks. Like, now I'm going to just go through hard stuff before, and I learn that way. Like,
that's the best teacher.
For some people, that is the best teacher. But that doesn't have to be our only way of learning.
Not it shouldn't be.
Can you find a woman that you realize, like, yo, I see she roll for me and she ride for me. Let me build with her. Everything that I want and desire, let me do it with her. Because it's a level of peace that come with that. You can't, I just don't believe that there is peace with a man who's trying to juggle 3, 4, 5 different women, because you ain't being honest with everybody.
If you're dating,
you ain't being honest. Single men are not out here being honest and being straight up.
Baby, please don't just do this.
First
of all, baby, did I say all single men are honest?
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Let's say the majority.
Okay, hell, are all single women honest? Are we gonna really go that? No, but I'm making the point.
Okay, make your point.
My point being, if you're single and juggling multiple people, you're not probably being honest. So I mean, I don't have to. Why? Never mind. Go ahead. I'll let you make you finish your point. You go ahead.
I'm what?
No, go ahead.
That's exactly what I just was saying.
That's why I didn't want to finish until you finish.
That there's a level of peace that you do not have having to juggle all of that. Because
but isn't that dating? If I'm dating, I may see 3, 4 people. What's wrong with it?
But that's not the
That's
people
dating.
but that's not people's truth, and that's not what
What do
they
you mean?
are.
Hold on. What do you mean that's not people truth?
They're not telling people that,
That
yes,
I'm
I'm out
dating.
here. I'm not saying that all men don't do
Of
that,
course, of course.
but
Let me
I'm
tell you,
saying the majority of
people
men
are
are
not
not
saying
honest
I'm
in
dating
this
multiple
single
people.
right and
Okay.
saying I'm dating multiple people. Is
Okay.
you got one or two thinking they the only one, you the only one invested in. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the backlash that you have, or the how women can get crazy when they find out that they not the only one. That would be very supportive if people that are truly in the dating mindset to be upfront and honest and say, I'm dating. You are not the only one. I have multiple women, or I see multiple men. And even in committed relationships, but you still dating, because it's some of that going on. I'm committed to you, but I'm still dating other people. Like, be straight up and be honest. And that's what I'm saying. There's a level of peace that comes with marriage. There's a level of love that comes in the marriage union. And if we can just get intentional about that, our marriages are the cornerstones of our community, y'all. Being married helps our kids. It's just a beautiful thing that many people that don't know how to do it right, or in a valley moments, sprue out negativity. Okay, go ahead.
Um, for the men, we did the video of a lot of men dying alone when they get older. It's simple. When you find a good one, hold on to her. Point blank, period. If, again, she's a good one and worthy of being married, every woman, in my opinion, is not worthy of being you
I
marrying
agree.
this woman.
I
And
agree.
please don't, you married the wrong one. You marriage can be beautiful and peaceful, but let's be honest. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. Marriage can be hell on earth too. When it's not in a good place, married people are unhappy as hell. And you can be. It can be the most beautiful thing, but it can be, oh my, what the it can be that too, especially if you marry the wrong one. So my advice after watching that video of seeing how so many single men have been playing the field, this and that, my brother, get it out your system, pray. Hopefully you've gotten it out your system if you're older. I mean, depending on the age, hell, you could be 25, 30, you might not got it out your system. But if you're an older brother, pray. Like, seriousness. Like, I'm dead serious. Because, brother, let me tell you like this. You get married, you see other women, you think that urge to do this and that leaves? No, it don't, man. Brothers ain't gonna say this, but I'm saying it because I'm being honest. I keep it 100. That don't leave. It's still in you. If it was in you, if you was that type of brother, it's still in you. You pray. You stop putting yourself in situations that can get you in trouble. You stop hanging around certain people's possibly, and you pray and you realize what's important, and it'll keep you from doing wrong. But for that single brother, man, pray to help God get this lustful desires out of you to be with so many women. And when you find a good quality woman, you love that woman. If you don't know how because you didn't have a father, you never saw a healthy relationship, put yourself around men that you believe are good, loving husbands who truly love and value and cherish their woman. Be around them. Change your circle. Go around brothers who are doing what you trying to do, what you want to one day accomplish. That's what you have to do. That's how you can prevent dying alone. For the simple fact, too many single women out here will kill to be married. Getting a wife is super. Hell, getting a girlfriend, man, getting a woman is easy. You know how many women that have been single for so long that is dying to be with a man? But my brother, take your time, find a good one, and love her and treat her right. If you don't know how to, talk to brothers, reach out to brothers. It's no excuse. Read the word. The word tells you how to treat a woman, but be around other brothers. Pray to help get that lustful desire out of you because it can happen. You don't have to sleep with 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't have to. You could sleep with one. You can. You really can. And have fun doing it. Hanging from the ceiling fan with glitter and Skittles on them
I think having a
and
relationship with
handcuffs.
God, you got to have a relationship with God and with yourself first and foremost. That's going to support you as well. Having a relationship with God, it doesn't, we still are going to be imperfect. We're still going to go on a journey
I
in
gotta
life
go back.
of being and doing something different.
Okay, y'all.
I
I'm on
mean,
my way
not
to
being.
a funeral. Peace.
And so I want to add, you can go ahead and go.
What you
I'm gonna say this: the not knowing. I know that's something that we talked about at the end, and Mun just closed it out. Men, y'all applaud yourselves on figuring out. Bring me a problem, I'll figure it out because that's how you all are made. So if you don't know how to be a good man, if you don't know how to be a good husband, figure it out. Figure it out. And just because you didn't see it is not an excuse. Don't allow it to be an excuse not to be better, because there's a lot of things that you didn't see from your parents that you have now. Some of us have businesses and we didn't see it from our parents. Some of us, our parents stayed in apartments all their life, but now we got a house. We figured out how to do it. So just because you did not see it doesn't mean that you cannot be it. And I'm going to say that one more time. Just because you did not see it doesn't mean that you cannot be it. And yes, married people better figure it out together. Absolutely. So let's not use the excuse of, I didn't see a good man. I didn't see a good husband. I didn't see marriage. If you can figure out all that other stuff and you can be better in all the other areas, some of y'all parents, all they did was buy used cars, get hand-me-down cars, get hand-me-down clothes. But you done walked into a showroom and bought cars off the showroom floor. You ain't stepped foot in the thrift store. Your kids have never had to experience hand-me-downs because you have made a way that you don't have to experience that no more. So let's focus on doing this, as Floyd said, together. And if you picked the wrong one, you picked her for a reason. Something about you attracted her to you. So you linked up with her energetically from where you were. So now, do y'all choose to heal together? Do y'all choose to figure this thing out together? Or do y'all just shoot the deuce up and throw in the towel and you go your way out? I'm going to go my way. Because your marriage can turn around. Even when you go through those valley moments because you're trying to mesh two different lives into one. But if you committed to doing it together, like premarital and a way of talking about marriage prior to you get married is very, very important. And for you to have a vision and a mission for your marriage is important. So couples, if you don't have one, especially if you're in a valley moment, interrupt the process and create a vision that you all choose to live by. And for those of you that need support in your marriage, because we want to have fun. We don't want to die alone. Nobody wants to die alone. Women or men. Book your discovery session today. www.wewillwin.ask.me. Because more times than not, you can turn it around. Even when you feel like, man, I'm out. I'm out. It can turn around. I promise to God, I've seen it for myself through us, and I've seen it for myself through the couples that we have worked with. I've seen it through friends and family members that are happy now, not just we just existing together just so we can say we married. No, I'm talking about they truly have a happy, healthy marriage, and we want to have fun. We want to enjoy life together. We want to travel. I'm talking to those couples that are on the verge of divorce, about to throw in the towel, and you like, I want us to be better than what we were on our wedding day. That's the couple I'm talking about that want to bring because what's going to happen, and I've seen it, when your marriage shift, your kids shift, their behavior change. Yes, some people's like, I do it by myself. Some that would take you 6 months to a year to do. You work with us. Let me speak for us. And you see it happening in a month's time, in 2 weeks' time. It's benefit to it. Marriage does not have to be long suffering. It doesn't. I promise you it doesn't. And so that's it. I just don't want my black men in these places by themselves. And if we can have a show and a conversation that supports you in realizing that the bigger picture matters, and you sticking everything and everybody, that in the long run don't matter. But that's a grown man way of thinking. No, that's a grown man way of thinking. So I guess I'm talking to the grown men today and not the boys. And I'm gonna end the show with that. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Bye.